Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So the new Samsung Galaxy A56 has landed, and I've been putting it through its paces for the past week. Now, you know how it is with new phones, the hype is real. But does this one actually live up to it? And more importantly, should you even be thinking about picking one up in 2025? Let's get into it and find out together. For those who are new to the Samsung world, the Galaxy A series is all about finding that sweet spot, giving you some really cool tech without completely emptying your wallet. Think of it as the dependable friend in the smartphone lineup. We've seen some great ones before, like the A54 and A55, and the A56 is the latest to join the family, promising even better performance. Now, first impressions matter, right? And I have to say, the A56 feels pretty good in the hand. Samsung has gone with a premium vibe here, using Gorilla Glass Victus Plus on both the front and back. That's some tough glass, and holding it all together is a solid aluminum frame. It's got a nice weight to it, feels substantial without being bulky. What do you guys think about this design? Let me know in the comments below. And for those of us who are a little clumsy, myself included, it's got that IP67 water and dust resistance. It's not saying you can take it swimming, but it definitely gives you some peace of mind for everyday life. All right, let's talk about the eye candy, the display. This is a 6.7-inch Super AMOLED screen, and honestly, it looks fantastic. The colors pop, and it's super smooth thanks to that 120 Hz refresh rate. Scrolling through your feeds or playing games feels really fluid. Plus, it supports HDR10+. So if you're into watching movies or shows on your phone, you're in for a treat with enhanced contrast and color. Even when I was out and about in bright sunlight, this screen was still perfectly viewable, which is a big thumbs up from me. Now, what's powering this whole experience? Under the hood, we've got Samsung's own Exynos 1580 chipset. Now, I know some of you might have opinions on different processors, but from my testing, this chip is a real step up. We're talking a noticeable jump in performance compared to the last generation. Apps load quickly, multitasking is smooth, and even when I tried playing some more demanding games, it held up pretty well on medium settings. It's not a flagship killer, but for everyday use and even some gaming, it definitely delivers. On the software side, we're rocking the latest Android 15 with Samsung's One UI 7 on top. It's a familiar interface if you've used a Samsung phone before, with tons of customization options. But here's the really impressive part. Samsung is promising up to 6 major Android OS upgrades for this phone. That's insane for a phone in this category. It basically means this phone will stay up to date with the latest features and security for years to come. Plus, they've made updates seamless, which is always a welcome addition. Battery life is always a big concern, right? Well, the Galaxy A56 packs a hefty 5,000 mAh battery, and honestly, it easily got me through a full day of typical use: browse social media, taking some photos, the usual stuff. And when it's time to juice up, they've bumped up the charging speed to 45-watt wired fast charging. That's a significant improvement. I was able to get a good chunk of charge in just half an hour, which is super handy when you're in a rush. Let's talk cameras. The A56 has a versatile setup. The main 50-megapixel wide-angle camera with optical image stabilization takes some really nice photos, especially in good lighting. You get plenty of detail and vibrant colors. The 12-megapixel ultra-wide is great for those wider shots, although it's not the sharpest tool in the box. Then we have a 5-megapixel macro camera, and honestly, like with most macro cameras, it's okay for some really close-up stuff, but it's probably not going to be your go-to lens. For selfies and video calls, the 12-megapixel front camera does a decent job, and you can even shoot 4K video, which is a nice touch. Now, being completely honest, there are a couple of things that aren't perfect. That 5-megapixel macro camera, as I mentioned, isn't amazing, and if you're someone who loves to zoom in on things, you might miss having a dedicated telephoto lens. Also, while we get that super fast wired charging, there's no wireless charging here, which is becoming more common at this price point. These aren't deal breakers for everyone, but they're definitely worth considering. The Galaxy A56 is shaping up to be a really strong contender in the mid-range market for 2025. You're getting a solid performance boost, a fantastic display, great battery life, and that incredible software update promise. When you compare it to some potential competitors, like a hypothetical Google Pixel 9a or Xiaomi Redmi Note 15 Pro, it holds its own pretty well, especially in terms of software longevity. So the big question, should you buy the Samsung Galaxy A56 in 2025? Well, if you're looking for a reliable phone that offers a great all-around experience without breaking the bank, and you really value long-term software support, then I think the A56 is definitely worth considering. It's a solid upgrade that addresses some of the shortcomings of previous models. What do you guys think? Are you excited about the Samsung Galaxy A56? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe for more tech reviews and comparisons. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.